Good morning, Rhinos!
And welcome to the special edition of Crash TV. I'm Brooke.
And I'm Baron. Today is April 30th and it's an odds day.
In today's show, we'll be getting an inside look on the everyday life of the cafeteria staff.
A package on the math department.
Where people see themselves in 10 years and more.
Now get ready, Rhinos.
Because Crash TV starts now.
Hi, Crash TV!
Seniors, make sure you submit your photos for the special senior slideshow that will be presented during Stampede Week. If you want to see you and your friends in this slideshow, make sure you submit up to 5 pictures to the Schoology form posted on Schoology.
In today's show, we dive into people who impact our lives without us even knowing it, also known as our hidden heroes. At our school, our hidden heroes are our cafeteria staff, making sure everyone is well fed at lunch.
Let's take a closer look at the day in the life of our staff.
If you didn't know, lunch is a very important meal that gives you the energy you need for the rest of the day. With that, our school serves free lunch every day, including items such as pizza, orange chicken, and burrito bowls. For teenagers, a healthy diet includes a variety of foods, including fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy. Here at 12 Bridges High School, we provide it all. Now, on to some words from the people that put these meals together.
Hi, I'm Miss Bunch. I'm the lead here at 12 Bridges High School Kitchen. Your health is our top priority, and so we make sure that we provide a variety of good food that also tastes good. Make sure that you take a grain, a fruit, a vegetable, at least 3 items to make sure that you have a complete meal. But don't walk out without that fruit.
I would describe the lunch ladies as really welcoming and just really personable. They make it a point to get to know you by name every day when you walk in and greet you. And they're just a joyful bunch of people who just make you happy when you go get your lunch. One item I want to bring on the lunch menu is the waffle fries. They had them in the beginning of the year, but then they got rid of them. And then for the breakfast menu, I want to bring the pizza bagels. They have them sometimes, but rarely.
We have some exciting new menu items coming up soon in a couple of weeks. We have lasagna, ramen, and plenty of other breakfast items and lunch items that you're gonna love. And we also have our originals that you've already come to love. And I just invite you to come in and try them. They're great.
So, next time you need lunch, you can always stop by the cafeteria for a balanced meal. But make sure to thank the wonderful lunch staff and clean up your trash. Stay healthy, Rhinos!
Thank you to our cafeteria staff for making sure students are always well fed at lunch.
Another hidden hero that we should all appreciate is our math teachers in the department.
Here's a package on our math department. Let's get into it.
Most students either love math or despise math. We asked a math teacher and some students to find out why.
If you search online, it doesn't take long to find studies and surveys showing math as one of the most hated subjects in school. And if you ask around, you'll hear a lot of negative comments.
No, I hate math. It is the worst subject.
Well, it's not that I hate math. I'm just not good at it.
To understand why this might be, we went to math teacher Mr. Rutledge's room to ask both him and some of his students their thoughts and what might affect someone's enjoyment of the subject.
I would say that most students, if they find math unenjoyable, it's probably because growing up they were told that either they weren't very good at math or they made a lot of mistakes at a younger age and they just thought they weren't capable of performing that task. We have several different things in my class specifically that makes class more enjoyable. The kids love Crash Cash. They can buy candy for it, or where they sit in the classroom. They can even get lunch or Starbucks or Jamba Juice, stuff like that. But more specifically, when dealing with the math, we just try to present the math in a variety of different ways. I present it through videos, through different practice problems. They get to bounce ideas off of each other. Working with the material in a variety of different ways, I think, helps the students learn it however they see fit.
I sometimes enjoy math because it can be fun, but If I don't understand, then it's not.
I would say it kind of depends on the class if I enjoy math or not, because I feel like it's just the people around me or like what we're learning. Depends. Yeah, I feel like a math teacher definitely affects your mood on like how you feel about math.
Mr. Rutledge's students actually find themselves enjoying the class more, and the key to this is his way of presenting the information and keeping the class motivated and engaged.
Math is an essential skill in life to have, so thank you to our math teachers for teaching us and preparing for our future.
Now on to Caden with sports.
What's up, 12 Bridges? Welcome back to the Sports Report. I'm Caden Sario. Here's what's happening the rest of the week. Today, baseball, volleyball, and stunt are all in action. Volleyball and stunt both have a playoff match. Tomorrow, baseball takes on Truckee and softball battles Placer. Rounding out the week on Friday, baseball is at Del Campo, and there's a throwing tournament. The Raging Rhinos throws tournament all day here at 12 Bridges. As many of our sports teams end the regular season and begin the postseason, seniors are celebrating their senior nights, their last home games of their high school career. Tune in to Flash Crash on Friday to see a look back at senior nights. That's it for the Sports Report today, Rhinos. Have a great rest of your week.
What's up, guys? I'm Brie Ellis with a special edition of Crash TV. This week, it's going to be pretty good weather, I feel like. Today we have a high of 76 and a low of 45. The rest of the week is pretty sunny. Tuesday we have a high of 79 and a low of 51. Wednesday, following about the same, we have a high of 82, a low of 56. Thursday we have a high of 84, a low of 55. And Friday, our last hot day of this week, we have a high of 79 and a low of 56. This weekend, sadly, is going to be pretty cold and rainy. On Saturday, we have a high of 62 and a low of 49 with rain, which is not good. And then Sunday, it's going to be cloudy. We have a high of 63 and a low of 44.
Can't wait for the great weather this week.
I know, me too. With the nice weather and some good music, I'm going to feel so relaxed and focused on my work.
Well, here's a look at how music makes other people feel and their favorite type to jam out to.
Did you know that listening to music engages specific parts of the brain and helps motivate us in everyday life?
Well, we decided to interview TBHS students and staff to find out what their favorite music is and how this helps motivate them.
My name is Abby Miller, and I'm a sophomore at 12 Bridges High School. My favorite music genre is rock or pop because it's what I listened to a lot as a kid.
I'm Giselle Guerrero, and I'm a sophomore from 12 Bridges High School. My favorite genre of music is R&B.
Music recommendation, I would say Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve because it's really like climactic and all comes together and it sounds really nice.
A song that I would recommend to others is Drive by SZA. It motivates me with soccer because it helps me get hyped before my games.
Music motivates me because a lot of the times it helps me think of things that are organized and clean and come together and like dramatic. I don't know, it's really fun and really cool.
Now that we have heard from students to see how they are motivated,
let's hear from our staff and see how music has affected their lives.
I am Mr. Florence and I teach drama. My favorite genre of music, I do listen to a fair number of musicals, but as far as like a genre of non-musical music, one of my favorite bands is a band called The Kinks. It's similar to the Beatles in a sound, but in some ways I like it even more.
Hi, my name is Miss Albrecht and I teach chemistry, honors chemistry, and Avid 11. My favorite genre of music kind of depends on the day, but usually I pick something more like acoustic, indie, folk type music.
They have an album called The Kinks Are the Village Green Preservation Society. It's just like an album full of a lot of like cool, quirky English pop like rock songs that are just very weird and kind of quirky and charming, but also pretty cool musically.
Lately, I've been kind of obsessed with Fleetwood Mac again, so I would say anything by them. I know I personally work better when there's music or background noise, so as long as students are, respectful with their phones and disciplined enough to just have them next to them for music, then I think it's totally fine.
If it is being used as the way it's supposed to be used, I think music can be very helpful.
if you're feeling stressed or unmotivated,
just pop in your headphones and put your favorite music on to help motivate you. I'm Emma Garcia.
And I'm Ella Haig.
Reporting for Crash TV.
I love that package. Music is a big part of my life for sure.
With the end of the school year coming up, I've been thinking about my future.
Really? Me too. Let's hear about where some other students think they'll be in 10 years.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years? That's the question we're asking students and teachers here on campus today.
In 10 years, I will be 25 years old, and I think I want to have my career be in either like journalism or like maybe like hairstylist or like hairdresser or something.
I see myself in 10 years either being an archaeologist or a marine biologist, doing film on the side. I really enjoy both, so.
I've always liked writing. I've always been like kind of good at writing. It's just something that I'm really interested in and comes easy to me. And for like the hairdresser thing, I had dyed hair a lot when I was younger, and I feel like hair is like a really fun way to express yourself, and I feel like it would be like a cool career, you know.
I plan on reaching my goal by going to a university like UC Santa Cruz or UC Berkeley, because I know they have really good science programs, especially for marine biology for UC Santa Cruz and like archaeology for both schools. And they also have a really good film department that I know of.
A recent study tells us that 80%, or every 1 in 10 students, changes their major before graduating. So there's no reason to worry about how your life will look in the future, because you never know what will happen. Now here's some insight provided by Miss Albrecht, one of our beloved teachers.
Advice for when choosing your career: definitely take advantage of any and every volunteer opportunity. If there's certain classes that you just find yourself naturally like leaning towards doing, definitely keep exploring those types of concepts, those classes and whatnot. And if something sounds cool, especially if you get to college and you want to try it out, do it. See what happens. You never know if a teacher, professor, person that you end up meeting along the way is going to change your mind on what you want to do with your life.
So Rhinos, you'll probably change what you want to do in the future, so there's no reason to have it all figured out right now. I'm Christian Bourbon, signing off.
That's it for today's Crash TV.
Don't forget to look out for our social media show, Flash Crash, coming this Friday morning.
And don't forget to appreciate the hidden heroes in your life.
Have a great day, Rhinos!
For all your telecom needs, contact KS Telecom, a proud sponsor of 12 Bridges High School's Crash TV.